Hey, what's up everyone? It's me, Marsha Gauntlet-Kirby, and today it's going to be part 2 of the PCOS video, or my PCOS series, I guess. This is going to be about fertility and miscarriage with PCOS. And as you guys know, there are a lot of symptoms that go with PCOS, but to me this is the most challenging. Especially if you know that you want to have kids and you feel you were meant to be a mother and it's just not working. And forgive me if I get flustered in this video. I tried to do this is like my 3rd time doing it, and I keep getting flustered with what I'm saying. I'm trying to get my thoughts together and trying to recall what I did. So on top of the condition causing infertility, it can also increase your rate of miscarriage, which is something I didn't know until later on. My husband and I started trying to conceive in 2005. As I said, I was on the pill for a while and I decided to come off of it because I wanted to start trying, and nothing worked with us just doing it naturally, so we decided to see a reproductive endocrinologist and a fertility specialist. So the first thing that they probably will do if you are suffering from PCOS and you want to have a baby and you're not ovulating on your own, and again, the reason why we are infertile is because we're not ovulating on our own. Well, most of us are not, and we're not having regular menstruation. So, and you know, I hope you guys know that you can ovulate without having a menstruation. So I think the primary thing is the actual ovulating part, because that's when the egg comes from the fallopian tubes and it falls down into, I think it's the uterus, and science from high school. Anyway, so we started to try to conceive in 2005. When we went to the fertility specialist, they started me on 50 grams of Clomid, and it did not work. Mind you, my sister has a mild version of PCOS. I guess I'm not saying mine is severe, but they started her on 50 milligrams of Clomid, and she has twins, my 2 little butter beans. So for me, it did not work. And then something, I don't know, there's something, just a little voice, God, just something told me for us to get my husband checked. And there was a testimony at my church about this guy and his wife who were trying to get pregnant and they couldn't get pregnant. She already had kids, and he went to get a workup and he found out he had something called varicocele. And we were like, that's interesting. And we decided to have my husband checked, and he has the same condition. I'm not going to get into it because I really can't fully explain it. I know it has something to do with the veins in the scrotum not allowing, it kills the sperm, a lot of the sperm, before they have a chance to get through. My husband is a little bit better because he had sperm coming through, but the guy at church, there was no sperm, so they, anyway. So my husband had minor surgery, and it increased the sperm count. It increased the sperm count because when we went back to try again, we did get pregnant. They increased my dosage of Clomid, and with Clomid, when you go in, they'll put you on Provera progesterone to get you having a period if you're not having periods, and they'll give you Clomid from days 2 to 5. So they upped my dosage to 150 milligrams. So that's not 1 pill from days 2 to 5, but 3 pills per day now. And we ended up getting pregnant on that, but it ended up being a chemical pregnancy. It only lasted for, I think, maybe 2 weeks. My levels went up. My HCG levels, which are the levels they check when you are pregnant, they're supposed to go up and double every other day. It's funny because, again, with me and Mac, I was in Mac when they call me, because they'll test you and then they'll call you to let you know if it's a yay or nay. They call me and they were like, your levels are above a 5. And when I think they're above a 5, that means you tested positive for pregnancy. I almost passed out at the Mac counter, of course, being at Mac. Anyway, so that ended in a chemical pregnancy. It was, we were saddened, but we said, okay, now we know that we can get pregnant. So that's good, because we didn't think that we could. We tried again, and oh gosh, I'm sorry, this video is going to be so choppy, but we started to do it's something called IUI, because my husband had the condition and I have PCOS. So IUI is intrauterine insemination, and that is when they'll put you on the whole Clomid thing. You'll take ovulation, you'll test with ovulation predictor kits, and when it tests positive, you'll go in the next day. Your husband goes with you. He donates his sperm, and they'll wash it and take the best sperm, and then they will inject the sperm into your uterus to get it closer, just to give you a better chance to get it closer to the egg. And then they'll advise you to go home and have sex for I think 2 to 3 days after that. So we tried it again after the surgery and everything like that, and we ended up getting pregnant a second time. This was much better. We actually, oh gosh, this is hard, this part. We got pregnant again, and my levels doubled like they were supposed to, but I kept spotting on and off, and I got nervous because I know spotting can mean miscarriage. But we went to the emergency room, everything was fine. We went to see my OBGYN, and we saw the heartbeat, our little bean. We were so excited and happy. When we went back a couple of weeks later, the heartbeat had stopped. Yeah, so that was very, very devastating. We went to I guess an x-ray specialist just to make sure, and then the doctor gave me 2 pills because I didn't want to have a D&C. It's 2 pills to get rid of the pregnancy, which was horrible. Oh my God. We tried a 3rd time, and we got pregnant again. My levels went as they should. Everything was great. Progesterone was great. I'll get back to progesterone in a minute. But after a few weeks, they didn't see anything growing in my uterus, so they termed that an ectopic pregnancy. I didn't have to have surgery or anything like that. They just gave me some injections because they didn't know where, they didn't see it anywhere, so they didn't know where it was growing. So that got rid of, the injections got rid of that. Back to progesterone. Now, with PCOS, it's hard enough dealing with infertility, but something I found out later on, and this is why I'm doing this video, even though it's hard, to help someone else. PCOS can also, you have a higher rate of miscarriage with PCOS, and that is because your progesterone levels are not high enough to support the pregnancy. With women who actually ovulate and have their periods every month, when you get pregnant, excuse me, progesterone is supposed to take over to help the pregnancy to develop. My progesterone levels were very low in that 2nd pregnancy, and you can take progesterone suppositories, either progesterone injections, I think there's a cream you can take, and suppositories. My doctor said no because he thought it was just prolonging the inevitable, that the pregnancy was going to terminate anyway. But I've read so many people who progesterone has helped them, and they have went on to have beautiful babies. So if this is your case and your doctor is like, you know, it may not work, do it anyway. I mean, if it's gonna, you know, happen, it's gonna happen. At least you know you tried, and that's something I'll look into the next time. So we are excuse me, we took a break last year. There's more to this fertility story, of course, but I'm running low on time. I'm running out of time. We took a break last year, June. Just decided to just, you know, go on natural right now. We were buying the house, so we were stressed with that. So we decided to start again, and I'm looking for a new specialist in Philadelphia. If anyone has any suggestions, please let me know. I've narrowed it down to the University of Penn and another hospital, fertility clinic. I don't remember what their names were. So we're probably have to move on to IVF at this point, which we did last year. We did mini IVF. I'm running out of time. I probably will have to do a short part 2. Okay, guys. See you later. Bye.